Rstv State Council felicitate with Muslims on Eid al-Kabir celebration. Rstv State Commissioner of Police calls for peaceful 2025 Eid al-Kabir celebration. Plus, Salah, President Tinubu promises economic rebound, urges prayers for soldiers. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on the news at 3 on Rstv State Television here in Garden City of Port Harcourt. I am Ubeli Jeet Yara. Do you love and care about Rstv State and peace? Let's build and take it to greater height, for this is a task we must accomplish. Now the details of our report. The Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) Rstv State Council has extended warm felicitations to the entire Muslim faithfuls in Rstv State on the joyous occasion of Eid al-Kabir. The council urges all Muslims to embrace the core values of love, forgiveness, tolerance, almsgiving, and sacrifice that are central to Eid al-Kabir. A statement signed by the chairman, Comrade Paul Bazia Nzane, and Secretary Ijoma Tobosia called on journalists to always uphold the cardinal principles of the journalism profession, which is truth and accuracy. The NUJ reaffirms its commitment to reinforce its agenda-setting role in the state, fostering peace and unity among all citizens, while praying that Allah's blessings will continue to shower upon them as they celebrate this joyous occasion. The Commissioner of Police, Rstv State Command CP Olubenga Dekoju, has felicitated with the Muslim faithfuls in Rstv State as they join other Muslims all over the world to celebrate this year's Eid al-Kabir. A statement by the Police Public Relations Officer SP Grace Eringe Koko said the CP reassures Rstv residents of the provision of adequate security and their safety during the period and beyond. Eringe Koko said he has directed area commanders, divisional police officers, and heads of tactical units of the command to deploy all operational and intelligence assets at their disposal to all 23 local government areas. According to her, this includes strategic deployment of conventional and tactical teams to aid prayer grounds, recreational centers, motor parks, markets, highways, and critical infrastructure within the state, noting that this is in a way to effectively place areas of the command's responsibilities and ensure smooth celebrations during and after the Eid al-Kabir celebration period. The Commissioner enjoins all Muslims in the state to use the period to pray for the peace and progress of Rstv State. Meanwhile, residents of the state have been called upon to remain supportive, law-abiding, vigilant, and promptly report any acts of crime and criminality to the nearest police station or call the command's emergency hotlines 003-200 3514, 0705-760-5209, 0707-232-3049, and 009-888-0134 for prompt response. Niger Delta Students Union government had issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), demanding that proactive steps be taken on issues affecting students' welfare in the region. National President of the Students Union government, Comrade Scott Ogunsheri, made the demand while addressing the press at the State Secretariat of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Moscow Road, Port Harcourt. Melvin Jackson has more.
Comrade Ogunseri, who commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his visionary approval of the South-South Development Commission, said that the move has rekindled hope for inclusive growth, balanced development of the South-South region, and signaled a renewed commitment to addressing core issues that had bedeviled communities in the region over time. The SCG president noted that members of the union were treated to dishonor and brutality at the gates of the NDDC for trying to express their displeasures over long years of neglect and abandonment by the Commission.
The leadership of NISOJ expressed deep shock and strong condemnation over the shameful and inhuman treatment of our members at the gates of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) on Tuesday, May 28, 2025. Students who had come in peace to express legitimate dissatisfaction over years of neglect and abandonment by the Commission were unjustly humiliated, assaulted, and brutalized by unidentified individuals. This is an unacceptable violation of human rights and the right of our members as a direct insult to the dignity of Niger Delta students.
Ogunseri had, after appreciating the largesse of the federal government, threatened to take drastic actions against the commission if it fails to embrace the peace process, which could result to a broadened student unrest.
In the wake of this unprovoked attack, tension ran high to our members across the region. They were prepared to mobilize in full force to storm the NDC headquarters. To avoid escalation, the life members, elders of council, and well-meaning Niger Delta leaders of our union acted swiftly by convening a high-powered stakeholder meeting. Following the intervention, a 7-day ultimatum has been issued to the NDC to meet the leadership of NISOJ to resolve the issue amicably.
The SCG president called on the NDC under the leadership of Dr. Samuel Ogbuku to give dialogue a chance and take meaningful steps to meet the genuine yearnings of Niger Delta students, as according to him, it is evident that the current leadership of the commission is increasingly losing touch with the core objectives of the NDC. He said, rather than focus on the education, human capital development, and empowerment of the Niger Delta youth, it has continued to build brick and mortar projects.
Furthermore, we call on all multinationals and indigenous companies operating in Niger Delta to urgently revisit and reposition their corporate social responsibilities framework. It is time to invest massively in education-driven programs and student-focused interventions. The continued dormancy in this area is unacceptable, and we, the students of Niger Delta, are ready to resist all form of institutional neglect. Let it be made clear, the students of Niger Delta will no longer tolerate indifference, tokenism, or intimidation. We remain united, courageous, and committed to the safeguarding and future of our region.
Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas Limited (NLNG) has inaugurated a Train 7 project and human capacity development advanced training program for 140 Nigerian youths in Port Harcourt. Kicking off the ceremony, General Manager External Relations and Sustainable Development (NLNG) Dr. Sophia Hosford said the program represents more than a milestone. Correspondent Hanan Aman covered the event. A report.
In her remarks, Dr. Hosford said the program is a reaffirmation of Nigerian LNG's unwavering commitment to the human capacity development mandate of the federal government of Nigeria through the Nigerian Content Development Monitoring Board (NCDMB) to build a strong, skilled and competitive Nigerian workforce for the oil and gas industry, and charge the trainees to seize the opportunity to develop themselves, actualize their full potentials, and contribute meaningfully to the future of the Nigerian energy sector, as NLNG remains committed to initiatives that aligns business success with national development.
Indeed, it is a unique opportunity to develop yourselves, actualize your full potential, and contribute meaningfully to the future of Nigeria's energy sector. Engage actively, ask those questions. Seek not only to complete the OJT on-the-job training, but to master the skills which will serve you for a lifetime and improve your employability in the industry, in Nigeria, and hopefully even beyond.
In an address presented by the Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Omoshola Ogbe, represented by the Manager Human Capacity Development (NCDMB), Tarilate Teide, the ES said the program is a declaration of their collective commitment to nurturing world-class Nigerian professionals who will shape the future of the oil and gas industry.
To all trainees and training providers and mentors who will be receiving and working with these trainees, I appeal to you, take this responsibility seriously. These young Nigerians represent the future of our nation, and how you engage with them will significantly shape their professional paths. Give them your best, challenge them, inspire them, give them a reason to dream, equip them not just with knowledge but with values, discipline and work ethics that will make them stand out in any environment.
On his part, the corporate liaison NLNG, Joshua Amameji, who represented the Director Train 7 project, charged the trainees to show commitment and refuse to be distracted, engage actively, and master the skills which will serve them for life and improve their employability in the oil and gas industry.
Whether it is our commissioning team in the Train 7 project that you may be participating, make sure that you capture and take advantage of every single opportunity that comes your way.
Some of the trainees had this to say.
I think everything was done on merit. I was part of the selection tests, and of course I succeeded. It was successful.
Yes, my expectation for these 3 months is for me to go there and learn skills that will take me for a lifetime.
The training program covers areas like facility management, engineering, ICT, HSC, quality assurance, quality control, welding and fabrication, data analysis, and supply chain management, amongst others. Hannah Aman, Rstv News.
Color giant Sigma's Coating Nigeria Limited has celebrated another milestone on its journey to producing cutting-edge products and services in the color-making industry. The grand opening ceremony of the Port Harcourt facility, held on the Michelin compound in the Transamadi industrial layout, is an opportunity for the provision of 1,000 jobs for both indigenous and non-indigenous residents. Melvin Jackson has a report.
Executive Chairman of the company, Robert Agbede, stated that Sigma Coating Nigeria Limited has upgraded with the support of some subsidiaries. Agbede disclosed that rather than source her raw materials from abroad, they have begun to produce in Port Harcourt using local raw materials but delivering quality products that can stand any weather condition.
Ultimately, our goal is to make Port Harcourt, this center, a full-scale production center that will employ local citizens.
Executive Assistant to the Chairman and Lead for Special Project, Oluwaseyi Ajayi, enumerated that the company aims to expand its margin to the entire South-South region and Nigeria as a whole through quality, durable, and efficient customer care and value-added system.
This distribution center will not just serve as a means of logistics, it's also our commitment to the entire South-South region, Nigeria as a whole, and our commitment to the society to bring more opportunities to the society, where we get about 80% of our businesses here in the South-South region.
Reading the Sigma's synopsis, Head of Technical Sales, Shidi Ezrim, stated that Colchester Paint, the mother company, has been in the forefront of cutting-edge and development initiatives, focusing on revolutionizing existing technology and processes to drive innovations in the coating industry.
This is just one of the very, very few things that we have in stock for us to ensure that as much as possible we expand this business and make it very, very useful to this communities even around us.
Goodwill messages were given by partners and customers.
This multifaceted partnership demonstrates the depth and breadth of our business association. Sigma Coatings Products has over 20 years of experience here in Nigeria, backed by global PPG Industries expertise since 2008, providing coating solutions that consistently meet and exceed industry standards.
With this development, it affords us the opportunity to get these materials as quickly as possible. It affords us the opportunity to support our vessels and our dry docking. I can say this is a big development, and this is a plus to us and the indigenous marine companies in Nigeria.
I come also to rejoice with you today and to also thank God for this step. Now you are moving closer to where we need you. And we also pray that the quality will not go down, because from our side we look at quality.
The ceremony featured unveiling of the facility, a guided tour, and presentation of award to deserving partners and customers. Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
As part of this year's World Environment Day celebration, the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, HYPREP, has sensitized the people of Womu in Gokana local government area of Rivers State on actions towards ending plastic waste. This year's theme is Ending Plastic Pollution, with a call for citizens' action. Justice Ihunwo has the report.
The project coordinator, Professor Neni Barini Zavi, said the visit to Bomu is to mark the day with members of students' environment clubs and the fisher folk to sensitize the people on the need to avoid single-use plastics. He said HyPrep has provided water in the community and they are using different approaches to check plastic pollution with innovative experiences in mangrove nursery by using biodegradable items. The coordinator, who also distributed multiple-use plastic bottles that could replace the single-used bottle, said sustainable development are required to contribute to global effort at reducing plastic waste.
This year we decided to sensitize fisher folk on the need to reduce the use of plastics, on the need to avoid the use of single-used plastics, on the need to use reusable bottles in drinking water. Incidentally, in this community, we have provided potable water. In this same community, we started our large-scale mangrove restoration. We are using different approaches in contributing to beating plastic pollution.
Professor Zabi noted that plastic pollution is a threat to biodiversity and humanity, disclosing that studies have shown that 93% of water in single-use plastics are polluted. He also harped on deliberate effort to evolve policies that can reduce the use of plastic waste.
Today is very important to us, and so we decided that apart from the project, apart from numerous environment club members taking action, it is important to sensitize the fisher folk. It is important to sensitize members of this community about the need to protect the restored mangrove area, protect the environment, and protect themselves against the impact of plastic pollution. Plastic pollution affects everybody, and it requires everybody's action.
The paramount ruler of Bomu community also spoke on the sensitization visit.
I will start with calling for a town hall meeting, sensitizing my own people on what BC just said, the advantage of ending plastic pollution and the disadvantage of using plastic. With that, gradually, the usage of that plastic will be reduced.
Justice Ihunwo, Rstv News.
You're still watching the news at 3 on Rstv. Do you love and care about representing the peace? For this is a task we must accomplish. Ahead on the news at 3, Russia launches massive strikes days after Ukrainian drone attack. In sports, Russia hosts Nigeria in first ever meeting. And on entertainment, Nigerian DJs who play songs without license risk 5 years imprisonment. These and many more after the break. Please stay.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
President Bola Tinubu has called on Nigerians to be patient with his administration's reforms, assuring that the toughest days are behind the nation. President Tinubu, who gave the assurance in his message to mark the 2025 Eid-el-Kabir celebration, said though the journey had not been easy, his economic reforms had already started yielding positive results. The president also urged Nigerians to continue to pray for the armed forces and security personnel who are risking their lives daily to keep the country safe. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has called on Nigerians to use the occasion of the Eid-el-Kabir to renew their commitment to peace, unity, and national development. In a goodwill message to Muslims across the country and beyond on Friday, Jonathan said the values symbolized by the Islamic festival, faith, sacrifice, and compassion are critical for national rebirth and collective progress. Jonathan, who has continued to advocate for peaceful coexistence and democratic governance since leaving office in 2015, emphasized the importance of national unity, noting that Nigeria draws its strength from its diversity. Federal government has inaugurated Interministerial Committee for the 2025 Democracy Day celebration with a charge to organize a befitting and memorable event. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, said the celebration would provide an opportunity to honor Nigeria's founding fathers and democratic heroes who made significant sacrifices for the country's democratic journey. Senator Akume, represented by Senator Abubakar Bagudu, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, said the occasion also enables the federal government to highlight its achievements and present its performance scorecard to the citizens. On the foreign scene, Russia has launched large-scale drone and missile strikes on Ukraine's capital and other parts of the country. According to Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, 3 people were killed and 49 injured in the strikes. The aerial raids targeted Kiev as well as the city of Lusk and the Ternopil region in the northeast of the country. Russia's defense ministry said the strikes were in response to terrorist acts by the Kiev regime, adding that it had targeted military sites. The ministry said its armed forces launched a massive strike with high-precision, long-range air, sea, and ground-based weapons, as well as attack drones. The attack came after Russian President Vladimir Putin warned U.S. President Donald Trump he would respond to Ukraine's recent strikes on Russian air bases. In a post on X on Friday, Zelensky said now is exactly the moment when America, Europe, and everyone around the world can stop the war together by pressuring Russia. From the entertainment desk, Nigerian singer Daniel Anit Dubey, popularly known as Kiss Daniel, has hinted on retirement. The singer, who is teasing another extended play, Orange Chase, barely a week after releasing his latest extended play, Lemon Chase, explained that he is releasing music in quick succession because he has over 600 songs he wants to release before bowing out of the music scene. Afi Burabari has more on this and other entertainment stories.
Shortly after he announced the lineup of guest artists on his upcoming EP, Lemon Chase, on X, the singer announced that he is taking a break from recording to focus on his family. Nigerian DJs could be facing a 5-year imprisonment or 1 million naira fine should they play music without a license or the owner's authorization. Director General of NCC, Dr. John Asien, disclosed this in an advisory issued in Abuja, that the Commission's attention has been drawn to the practice of some DJs who publicly perform music without obtaining the requisite copyright licenses from right holders or their approved collective management organizations, CMOs. Asien explained that based on the Section 9 and 12 of the Copyright Act 2022, only the copyright owner in a musical work or sound recording has the exclusive right to reproduce, perform, or communicate it to the public. Peter Okoye, a former member of the P-Square duo, has taken to social media to express his frustrations, publicly criticizing his brothers, Paul and Jude, for attempting to deliberately damage his reputation amid their ongoing legal battle. According to Peter, the trouble began when Jude's lawyer claimed in court that he had lied in a statement submitted to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, regarding the royalties-related case. Peter expressed outrage, stating that he will no longer be the bigger person, as he had previously vowed, adding that the tragic case of late singer Mohbad had made him realize the importance of standing up for oneself, revealing that he will no longer remain silent about wrongdoings again.
If you dey use filter for Instagram, Amaka, you find or you don't find no idea matcha.
Afi Burabari, Rstv Entertainment News.
63 Brigade emerged overall winner of this year's inter-brigade swimming competition held at a 6th Division Headquarters Nigerian Army, Port Harcourt. The brigade came tops with 14 gold, 3 silver and 5 bronze medals, garnering a total of 22 medals. Justice Ihonwo has details.
16 Brigade came second with a total of 18 medals. 6th Division Garrison emerged third position with 16 medals, while 2 Brigade took fourth position. The teams competed in different 24 categories of men and women events in freestyle, butterfly, back and breaststrokes, as well as combat, underwater and floating swimming. Speaking during the closing ceremony, General Officer Commanding 6th Division Major General Emmanuel Emeka, represented by the Chief of Staff 6th Division Headquarters Brigadier General Emmanuel Adamu, said the event has showcased exceptional athleticism, teamwork and operational readiness of soldiers in the brigade. He noted that their proficiency in swimming is crucial to riverine operations, adding that he is proud to see the high level of competence displayed during the event. While congratulating the winners for their outstanding performances, the GOC commended the dedication and sportsmanship of all participants, pointing out that the competition has not only tested their swimming skills but demonstrated their abilities to excel in challenging environments.
As soldiers, your proficiency in swimming is crucial for success in riverine operations. I am proud to see the high level of competence displayed during the event. To the winners, I offer congratulations on your outstanding performance. To all participants, I commend your dedication and sportsmanship. This competition has not only tested your swimming skills, but also demonstrated your ability to excel in challenging environments.
High point of the ceremony was presentation of medals and trophies to winners. Justice Ihonwo, Rstv News.
Still in sports, Russia will welcome Nigeria to the iconic Luzhniki Stadium on Friday to mark the first ever senior level meeting between the two nations. The international friendly promises intrigue, with both sides looking to test their mettle under vastly different circumstances. For the hosts, this match represents another step in their efforts to remain competitive on the international stage, having been sidelined from official tournaments since their suspension in early 2022 due to the ongoing conflicts in Ukraine. The Russian national team has turned to a steady stream of exhibition matches, mostly against non-European opponents, to maintain form and cohesion. Their most recent outing in March saw them dismantle Zambia 5-0 in a commanding display, extending their unbeaten streak to 8 games. But with Nigeria now on the schedule, the Bonaya may finally face a STEM examination of their current prowess. Friday's friendly offers the Nigerians a vital opportunity to fine-tune their tactics and test squad depth ahead of September's decisive qualifiers. The Russian squad remains largely unchanged from the side that overwhelmed Zambia, while Nigeria had reshuffled significantly due to a series of withdrawals. And that's it on the news at 3. Thank you so much for sticking with us till this time. We'll bring you more reports at 7:30. I am Ubilijit Yara. Good afternoon.